under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Two.
And it's customary, we'll observe a moment of silence, please. I need to announce that this meeting is being recorded and televised by a local cable channel. Approval of bill and payroll warrants, please.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I need a vote to approve correspondence in the read file.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone here in public forum wish to speak? Guess not. Approval of meeting minutes, open session, October 8th, 2019.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We have a meeting hearing, a public meeting with application of DC Towing Auto Sales and Repair, Washington L. Riverto, for a Class 2 auto dealer's license on the premise located at 288 Essex Street, subject to receipt of a lease agreement, license fee, a favorable query report, surrender of the current license on the premise, final inspection and approval of the building commissioner, zoning enforcement officer. If approved, take action to rescind the Class 2 auto dealer's license held by RT Auto Sales and Repair Incorporated, effective upon the issuance of Mr. Roberto's license. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Frank? any
Mr.
discussion?
Chairman, I'd like to add that we were notified today that a cancellation non-renewal notice has been issued on his bond, which he is required to have as a Class 2 licensee. So certainly the vote would also be subject to resolution of that bond.
Okay, we'll add that to the motion.
Yes.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
On the new business, act on the application of One on One Strong Incorporated, doing business as Wicked Smoothie Espresso Bar, for a change of hours and a change of DBA in connection with general on-premise all alcohol license on the premise located at 7 Marble Street, Unit B1. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Frank, anything on this?
What he's looking to do is take smoothie away from the name and to adjust the hours to make it more conducive to serving alcohol.
And there's no issue with this?
No.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Take action on the recommendation of Chief Hanlon to appoint Robert E. I pronounced this wrong, Lenahan, thank you, Junior, to the position of Auxiliary Special Police Officer through June 30th, 2020. Is there a
So moved.
motion?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Lenahan is a longtime MBTA
Okay,
experienced officer and would be a great addition
excellent.
to the crew.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Next is take action to appoint Richard E. Belcher to the position of a full-time police officer.
So moved.
There a second?
Second.
Chief, did you want to talk about this, or he's not here to introduce him?
He is not, he's busy at work.
Okay,
Told him he didn't need to be present for
Okay.
this. So Chief Benton retired, and we're looking to put him in at the bottom of the list and come through. He's on our reserve list currently. He's done the Permanent Intermittent Academy and gone through that much training. We're looking to put him on as full-time. And can we make that contingent upon the beginning of his academy when the appointment is made?
The appointment would be on completion of
right,
the
oh, the
academy.
academy, right.
He'll be in limbo until he actually starts attending the academy as well, so.
Okay, that added to the motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Well, welcome him to the staff.
Thank you, will do.
All right, old business, call for a special town meeting. Frank?
As you know from our last meeting, the DPW is in need of an appropriation to begin the work to replace the sewer force main. I know it's difficult sometimes to have special town meetings at this time of year, and I've asked that we do this early in order to have the maximum amount of time to promote this meeting, because our ability to continue to use our sanitary systems is dependent on that force main, and it is failing, and we're at a critical point now. So it's essential that we get 150 voters at this meeting in order to do business. There are 4 articles that I am requesting the board approve for this meeting. Article 1 is to transfer $4,500 from Norfolk County Aggie to pay a prior year bill to Collins Engineering, who helped us with the repair evaluation of Hobart's Dam. The second article is a transfer of $37,918 from both the Norfolk County line and from the law account. We're hoping that there will be sufficient money in that account to get us through the year and transfer that money. And it's because we would really like to pay the chief we just hired for the whole year. Article 3 is a transfer, and we can't do an up to. The most we need is 7209. We could use less, I don't know, but we have to transfer a specific amount. And that's because of the coverage with the animal control officer being out on workman's comp. And then Article 4 is the big one, $900,000. 121,676.23 of that is to pay for a retro assessment for 2016 for sewer service. Another, and I will find it in a moment, $88,083.70 is for fiscal 17. The reason for these charges is that we have been negotiating a successor contract with Brockton since July 1st, 2015.
Wow.
We have finally reached a point where we believe we're in agreement. We won't know that until we see the final document language that the counsel for Brockton and counsel for Whitman have agreed to. As part of that contract, the rates that we're paying going forward from 2015 reflect a payment of a portion of capital costs that we previously were not paying. And we understood that that would be a part of this new agreement. So we're going to need that money to pay it. And we don't have fiscal 18 yet because they haven't billed us yet. They billed a year in arrears, and they've been focused on the contract, so they haven't even started the billing for FY18. So those items, along with the cost associated with designing and building the force main, will be somewhere near $900,000. By appropriating the 900, we have sufficient funds to do that work, and any excess funds will return to the sewer enterprise.
Okay. Special town meeting will be December 2nd, Monday, December 2nd, at 7:30. Even though there's only 4 articles, these 4 articles are very, very important, and we need to get our 150 voters in here to take care of the rest of town business for this year. And we'll be in and out, and not a problem if we get a number of people at 7:30.
So the vote would be to call for a town meeting and to approve the warrant with Articles 1 through 4, if the board is so disposed.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
There is second.
Second.
Is there any further discussion on it?
Would we, so I'm
reading the articles now, I currently have an issue with taking from the law account. Is there an opportunity to amend the source of some of these articles?
Those are the funds that are most likely available. Initially, we had thought we would have some additional levy space, but I'll talk about that when we get to the report area, and we don't have any additional levy space.
Yeah.
So these are the ones most likely to have a surplus at the end of the year. The law account, even though we do have some expected bargaining, based on the billings to date, I think we may be able to get through, and if we're not, it would be addressed in May at the special.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were no other lines that we could transfer from, and I
Yeah.
can't raise and appropriate, and frankly, I didn't want to use free cash.
Right.
Okay. Answers my question.
Okay. That being said, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll circulate the warrants for signature.
Alright. Okay, that being said, it's almost, Frank, do you have any other?
I have one other quick thing
Okay.
that I'd like to pass out to the board. I met with the assessor earlier today. Actually, we've been going back and forth on the levy for the last couple of weeks. You remember at our last meeting, I mentioned that there was a sum of money available in excess levy. If you'll flip to the last page, you'll find that number has dropped dramatically.
$4,000?
The excess levy for this year will be $3,982. Hence the reason we didn't use any raise and appropriates for the special. And that's a result of the analysis of new growth and the review by the DOR. So what you see in front of you will likely be the final numbers on assessment, which will give us an appropriation, a levy of $27,241,000 and a tax rate of $15.86. That'll be clarified at the, these are the guys with the license. That'll be clarified when we have the classification hearing on the 19th.
Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Frank.
No, that's all right. So this is preliminary, but pretty sure at this point.
Now, we'll be setting the tax rate at our next.
We'll be setting the classification. The tax rate is set by the assessor based on our vote on the classification, which is a factor of 1, which is
Right.
what they will
Yeah.
be recommending, so that we don't have a pyramid rate for businesses.
Yeah, we've never done that, and that's, in my opinion, not the way to go. Okay. Is that it? Anything else, Frank?
You got to vote on that. Did we not vote on that date, or did we,
On what?
on the town meeting?
Yeah, we did.
Or
I
did-
thought we voted.
Yeah, we did.
That's why you
What
signed
happens
it.
when you get old?
Did we vote?
Yes.
Lori, did we vote? No.
No,
Okay.
I'm not as old as I thought I was.
Well, the motion's still on the floor then.
Good move, Brian. So all in favor? Clear enough?
Clear enough.
There you go. That being said, there's nothing else, Frank, right? All done?
I have nothing else. You may want to announce where we're going after we're done here.
Oh, okay, yes, and afterward, we need to go into executive session, but after executive session, when we adjourn, we will be going to the Whitman Hanson School to discuss the method of either statutory method or the method that's in the agenda, in the, what do you call it?
The
Contract.
alternative
The
method.
alternative method,
method.
thank you.
Yeah,
And that'll be a discussion between lawyers and, of course, somebody from the state will be there to discuss it. and it should be quite interesting.
So this will actually be adjourning to the
No.
Whitman Hanson Regional High School.
Okay, if that's the
And
case,
then
right.
that's where the meeting will close.
And, right, do I need to adjourn it at the high school?
I would say so because it's going to be
Yeah,
a
okay,
advertised meeting.
okay.
So your motion to go into executive session would indicate that we will come out of executive session to resume.
And motion to
At Whitman
resume our
Hanson.
meeting at the Whitman Hanson Regional High School. Okay, so I need a motion to go into executive session to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than the professional competence of an individual.
So
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Oh, yes.
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 I'm sorry, we will be coming out of executive session to motion to continue our open session at our regional school meeting, and then we will be adjourning our meeting at the regional school agreement, so we are now in executive session. Confusing.